Hey guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. Today we are going to start chapter 689 of Magic Emperor. If you haven't watched the previous chapters, make sure to check them out on my channel. Now, without any delay, let's dive into the chapter. Alright, brothers, get rid of his body, and let's have a go with his soul. One last push, and we're done for today. Guo who looked at everyone. He got Zhuo Yifan's implied meaning and acted accordingly. With a nod, everyone returned to Ren Song with a sinister smile. Ren Song was so scared he was shaking like a leaf. However, with a spatial ripple as the only sign, a white pillar sprouted in front of everyone. At the same time, an aged voice echoed, "All right, kids, that's enough playing around. The 6 hours are up. The team battle between Demon Scheming Sect and Heaven Trailing Sect is over." Over? Isn't it too fast? Kuei Lang looked baffled. We still haven't destroyed this prick's body. How come it's over when we're just getting started? The others' interest fell at this point since the time was up. Zhuo Yifan snickered at Ren Sung's scarlet, and added, "Good things never last long. Now that the time is up, we must abide by Double Dragon Gathering's rules and stop. When it's all said and done, Brother Ren, you are still the young master of the Heaven Trailing Sect, the head of the Tianyu's 3 guardian sections. We're rivals on the battlefield, but friends outside of it. Friendships come first and rivalry second. Do you think you can make it back, or do you need me to get someone to help you?" Hypocrite. Every face in the audience twitched, scoffing at him on the inside. They bore witness to the true essence of a demonic cultivator, cruel to no end and a hypocrite to the core. And Zhuo Yifan seemed to be the culmination of all evil. The judge's cold eyes swept both sides as he spoke. In this team battle between Demon Scheming Sect and Heaven Trailing Sect, the former had sent in 10 people, and 10 returned, while the latter had sent 10, and only 1 returned. A battle won by an absolute margin. Demon Scheming Sect, do you wish to keep challenging? Damn right we are. Zhuo Yifan blurted out without even thinking. Judge had expected this kind of answer and continued. Then you are free to decide whether it will be right now or after a rest of 3 days. We didn't even break a sweat. We fight now, of course. Zhuo Yifan snickered. The judge nodded and turned to Demon Soul Sect. Do you accept the challenge? If you don't, it will automatically declare Demon Scheming Sect as the winner and you the loser. Han Yunfeng squinted in thought. Zhuo Yifan paused, giving him a long look. Didn't he say he'll give up earlier? Why the hesitation? We accept. However, at this moment, Demon Soul Sect suddenly decided to fight. Turning to Zhuo Yifan, Han Yunfeng was filled with battle intent. The best choice is not to fight, but it will only leave us with regret. But don't think for a second you can humiliate us as you did to Heaven Trailing Sect. Demon Soul Sect is filled with battle demons. We'll rather die than be shamed. Humph, we'll just see about that. Lu Xie snorted in contempt, but was stopped by Zhuo Yifan. Zhuo Yifan gave him a long look and nodded. Good, but you better come prepared. We're not ones to go easy. Humph, we don't need your pity. Han Yunfeng scoffed. Zhuo Yifan's nasty grin resurfaced, turning to his team. Demon Soul Sect is unlike the Heaven Trailing Sect. They won't balk under fear. We can't mess around with them and have to take them seriously. But they only have 2 ethereal stage experts. Why so serious? Kuei Lang paused and gave the opponent an odd stare. Zhuo Yifan smiled. Look at their eyes, and you'll see they have made peace with death. You might want to have fun, but they are serious. They won't let it go your way. That is why it's better to face them head-on and give them proper respect. They have come to the gathering fully aware that they might never return and are ready to go all out if they do. The true spirit of a cultivator. They are nothing like kicking around some wastrels. We need to act according to our opponents. Some are to be toyed with while others should be shown respect. The judge turned from one team to another. Disciples, please enter the Sumera dimension. The second challenge of the middle 3 sects challenge round begins. Zhuo Yifan led his team towards the gateway. Han Yunfeng followed as well. Whether intentionally or not, Zhuo Yifan paused for Han Yunfeng's team to catch up. Just like that, the 2 walked abreast, entering the valley simultaneously. The prick sure has his charm, not always an insufferable bastard. Wu Qingqiu couldn't help but smile. Yen Mo's eyes shook at the side, and he had to nod. Indeed, Demon Scheming Sect is at its peak, and he should be brash and wild. But when he entered the valley, he chose to wait for Han Yunfeng to catch up and go in at the same time. It is a sign of respect. That is true. Respect me, and I shall do the same. Insult me, and I'll make you pay 1,000 times over. It seems to me the fact that he drove demon scheming sect into butchering heaven trailing sect is justifiable. But all we saw in that battle was demon scheming sect's cruelty and not heaven trailing sect's arrogance. That is why we all labeled the demon scheming sect's men as thugs. This is why demon cultivators earned their bad name. Huh. What a world. Eyeing him, Yin Imo nodded. Who'd have thought a righteous disciple would know the toils of us demonic cultivators? Ha ha ha. It's because I'm a righteous cultivator that I need to have tolerance. Demonic cultivators are paranoid, yet not necessarily wrong. I will not be prejudiced. Wu Qingxiu chuckled and said to Yin Imo, by the way, I don't find this Zhuo Yifan that unreasonable. Just that he acts differently depending on the people and situations, while also a bit heavy-handed. You said he almost got you killed. How did you manage to piss him off? Well, it's none of your business. Yin Imo turned red and shifted his head away. Wu Qingxiu snickered at his reaction. Demonic cultivators love to make a scene, are narrow-minded, and must have what they want. Therefore, when the two of them meet, sparks fly. Sigh. While righteous cultivators love to don the mask of hypocrisy, that should level things out, right? Demons are frank and irritable, while the just are fake and calm. Though who can tell who is the demon and who is just? Meanwhile, when the two teams entered the valley, they stood across from each other. Zhuo Yifan jumped and landed behind his team. Han Yunfeng and the others frowned. Zhuo Yifan, however, smiled. I'll say it again, who can get on my level? Pass all 9 of them. Then you can face me. That's it for today's chapter recap. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest manga, manhwa, and manhwa recaps. Got thoughts on today's chapter? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on the story. See you in the next one. Until then, keep turning the pages.